Right, I'm off hiking. Well, kind of hiking. It's more of a nice naturey walk around a nature reserve. I'm going to the west. I'm going to a place called Lee. It's near Warrington, and it's a nature reserve called Pennington Flash, which I think it used to be. They used to do mining there, and then the mines collapsed and they filled with water, so there's like this nice kind of like lake there, and it's now a nature reserve. And it's a little bit further than I thought it was going to be. It's about 50 minutes, and I'm kind of running late really. I wasn't enamoured about getting up early this morning because yesterday morning it was -2 and everything was frozen solid. But this morning it's 7. It's 7 degrees. No frost, no nothing. It's quite mild. And when you've had it like -2 in the morning and then you wake up one morning and it's suddenly 7, that really does make quite a difference. So we're off to Pennington Flash. I've got my binoculars. Hopefully there will be birds there. It's winter now, so there will be hopefully lots of waders and what have you doing their thing. But it looks pleasant enough. I think I've managed to find a free car park anyway. Just messing around with my camera. Right. Oh, now we're going around to the south. Okay. I have to get round the city, and it's just completely changed my route. As it does. It's not a good time to go. It's kind of rush hour, so it's all over the place. Anyway, so let's get this show on the road, and I'll see you at the other end. made it. Here I am at the free car park. Loads of room, which is good. Now I just need to get myself sorted out, get my boots on, and get my bearings on my route. I think I have to go that way, and then we're off. So see you on the route. So this is the Bridgewater Canal. Just down there is the car park, so you just walk up the road a little bit, and this is the Plank Lane lift bridge. So the traffic goes over here, and when the canal boats want to go through, they do whatever they have to do, punch the buttons, and it lifts up and the boats can go through. And I know about this place because I was watching Canal Boat Diaries last week or earlier this week, and he was on the Bridgewater Canal talking about this lift bridge and going through it, and talking about the place we're going to go to, which is Pennington Flash, which is this nature reserve that used to be a mine, and then the mine collapsed in on itself, filled with water, and now it's like a lake, and a nature reserve. So here are the Plank Lane moorings. I don't see Robbie's boat here. It'd be really cool if you saw him, but I don't think we're going to see him somehow. Yeah, so we're going to walk along the canal, and then on our right we will then come alongside Pennington Flash, and it's just nice to get out for a good walk. There should be birds here wintering, so I'm hoping to do some bird watching, and we're just going to get out and walk. It's quite windy actually. That wind is biting. Not happy about that. I left my gloves behind because I didn't think it was going to be that cold. I'll chat with his dog. Put the phone down for a minute. It'd be lovely to live alongside a working canal like this, but I bet when that water rises it gets a bit scary. It's nice to get out and do my steps in the real world. Walking pad is great and all very well, but you cannot beat actually going outside. But it's been so cold. Been so cold. And I do not care for it. So what do we have here? As always, wherever there's water there are mallard ducks. Male and female. Look, I think I might have some food for them. Sorry guys, nothing for you. And there is a single mute swan. How lovely. The duck's making a beeline. Should have brought you some grain or something, shouldn't I? We're right on the edge of town here, but it's surprisingly quiet. Although as always you can hear the hum of the motorway in the distance. Almost impossible to avoid. developing a theme in recent walks. It all seems to be water-based. 2 sets of reservoirs, and now the Bridgewater Canal, which I don't think I've ever walked. This is the place for dog walkers, I would imagine. The ducks on the side there. Loads of them. I don't know how far this walk is going to be. I'm going to zigzag a bit because there are all sorts of things I want to look at. So I want you to see the canal, and there's a monument, a lock monument up ahead. So I think I'm going to aim for that first and then turn into the reserve on the right. But this is not the sort of place you can get lost, really. Look. I think that is a single tufted duck. The male with the black and the white. Just the one, on his own. Hanging out with the mallards. So if I were to get to the reserve, I could go this way, but I'm going to stick to the canal to have a look at this monument. Oh, I think that's it right ahead, actually. Thought it was further down than that, but not to worry. I failed to read up on the history of this before I left. So I will add information as I go. It says unlock. So I'm assuming this is an old set of lock gates that have been turned into a monument. They've definitely seen better days. See the inner workings of them. Nature is taking over. Look at that. I love the textures of that wood. So that's that. Imagine these were part of the lock gates as well. Oh look, old workings. Oh yeah, look at that. The ducks and geese are hanging out around that boat. Maybe hoping for some breakfast. What have we got there? Another singular mute swan. I think I see a couple of Canada geese. And pretty sure I can see a moorhen. Oh, there's a whole bunch of Canada geese by the looks of it. Definitely some moorhens. And probably some more mallard. And they're all going to scatter in the moment because there's a lady there with her dog. Someone's in, I can see heat coming out that little chimney. So there, in the distance, that's Pennington Flash. It's pretty big. Feels like it's going to rain. It's not as nice here as when I left home, I can tell you that much. We will persevere. Of course, this is the one day that I left my waterproof poncho behind. Of course. Wow, there's a lot of water there and it's covered in birds. Lots of ducks. I have the binoculars, so let's have a look. Well, I can see what looks like a great crested grebe down there. So I think if we can get in closer. Oh, there's a kestrel. Just hovering there, looking for his breakfast. There's a footbridge, and I think there's a right turn at the footbridge. And there's some more wood here, which seems to be some sort of... Oh, it's got writing on it. So yeah, these are all people that worked on this project, presumably to make this a walkable, workable place. Oh, it feels like sunset, and yet we're barely into sunrise. So I think I can take a right just up at the footbridge, and then we'll try and get down to the water and spot some bird life. Yes, I can see a right turn there. So there's a little footbridge, and we are going to turn right. Oh look, there's an information board. Do like an information board. Willow tits here. There's the Pennington flash. There's a grey lag goose and a heron. I would imagine that train is related to the mine that is now underwater. These are things you can see in this area. So there's a bit of a timeline for when the mines got flooded. So let's go down here. I can hear all sorts of little birds around me. Which way to go? Let's go straight for the moment. Oh, I can hear a nut attach. That sounds like a great tit. And there's a runner. He looked like he was struggling a bit. It's a nice little bit of woodland. They leave the fallen trees here, which is good. Because nature likes those. I'm not sure if I should have taken that left turn there, you know. I'm not looking at the map, I'm just going with it. Lovely smell of damp woodland. The leaves are breaking down into the ground now. All that lovely autumn oranginess has gone. More walkers. They have hides here. We've got to go into the hide. Let's have a look here. This is another viewing point so that you don't have to scare the birds. Can't see anything down there. Let's go and have a look in the hide. This is nice because very often when you go to places like RSPB reserves, you can't get into these places because they're only for members. So you have to buy a membership. Oh yes. There are birds. Right, we'll have a look and see what we've got. So there are birds on the water. We have moorhens, coots and teal. I haven't seen a teal in years. So that's rather good. Something new. It's not an amazing bird watching experience. Lots of people around and kids running in and out of the hides. Not helpful. Anyway. Oh, hello. There's a robin. Hello. What are you doing here? I don't have any food for you, little one. I'm sorry. Can you see him? Hello. How beautiful. Hello. I don't have anything for you, mate. I'm sorry. Oh, I feel bad. Could have given him some food. Can you see him there? I don't know if it's coming out properly. And he's gone. It's fantastic. There's a robin just sitting next to me on the bench. He probably pops in regularly if he thinks he can get some food. And to be honest with you, there are probably loads of bugs hiding in here that he can munch on. Right, let's go. See what else we can find. There is another kind of duck down there which I can't quite work out. I'll have to look it up when I get back. And I will add a picture here when I find out what it is. It is not another teal. There are little ponds like this all over the place, and I bet in summer this place is full of insect life. I bet they have dragonflies and all sorts of things going on here. But I bet it's busy as well. This is very people-y, this place. I'm going to walk down here a bit, but I feel like I am going the wrong way. Off to the left and behind, I think there are more hides and things which I'd like to have a look at, because they overlook reed beds and things, I think. But this is a nice flat, easy walk if you're into bird watching and you don't want to have to deal with hills and things. Yeah, we'll have a look here on the left. And I might have to turn around because I don't feel like this is where I wanted to go. But I just want to find a nice open space where I can look at the water that's on the left, because there are a lot of birds on it. But there's also water to the right which has a path. Running out of water on the left, it's a kid's playground. That's annoying. See, this is not what I wanted. This is not the reserve anymore. There's water on the right though. Let's go and have a look at that. There are birds on there. Yeah, this is really built up here now. I'll check out this water. Lots of birds sitting on the water, and then we will go back, because this is the other car park that I saw. This is the one that charges £2.50. You only get about 3 hours. And that's the car park I was not going to go to. So let's go down to one of these benches. And let's see what we can see on the water. Black-headed gulls. Let's have a look. They're waiting for food. This one's pretty annoyed that I'm not presenting any food. Sorry guys, there is nothing for you here. Swans, there's a lot of coots out there. Coots everywhere. Mute swans. I think maybe they just don't like me being here, getting in their way. Just go check the map. So that's the Pennington Flash. It's big, but it's very much kind kind of standard birds, if you know what I mean. The kind of birds that will tolerate lots of people. Got a lot of gulls, a lot of ducks, kind of mallards and stuff. I'm going to go back down the path I came from because I should have turned left, although I might be able to turn here. Let's have a look. We have a map here. I am here. So if I go down here, lots of bird watching points all the way along, and then we can go all the way round and come back up where that footbridge was. That sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Right. Let's go this way then. We're going down the side of the kids' playground. So I should have shown you that map, but I had the camera facing the wrong way. Never mind. There's another hide here. They've added a lot of watching points, which is pretty good, because it means that you can spy on the birds and they don't know you're there. Let's go and have a look at this one. This is Pengy's hide. And now I can show you a map. A few birds milling about there. Let's see what we can see. The other duck species that I couldn't identify earlier, I've looked up, and it's called a gadwall. I don't think I've ever seen a gadwall before, but there's loads here. Right, let's move on to another hide. As I was sitting there, another robin appeared at the door watching me. I think they must know that people probably go in there to watch birds and eat food. And they've probably worked out if they follow the people, they might get some crumbs. If I come back here again, I will bring a mixed bag of mealworms and seeds. Shouldn't encourage them really. So, walking around, just following the line of the various hides. There's a big path down there and another hide which looks towards the hide I was just in. Oh, this is the bunting hide. There's people in there, so I'm going to switch off. There's a chap in there who's clearly an avid bird watcher. And he was saying they have the willow tits here. I didn't realise how rare they were. He said there's either only 2,000 birds left or 2,000 pairs left in the country. I'll double check that statistic and put that on the screen for you. And he said there's a pair here. They're here. He said sometimes I sit here for hours and hours and I don't see anything. And he said they're here. And as I sat there, they've got feeding stations there, and it's just covered in various birds. We were watching the nuthatches and great tits and coal tits, and then there was this pair of willow tits, and they're there, which is fantastic. So I've seen Quite a rare British bird. It does feel like the weather's turning. So I'm going to push on. Got quite cold sitting there in that hide. I need to keep moving. See what else we shall find. There's a big hide up there. The Charles Owen Hyde Waterside Classroom. Right, let's see what we can see from here. So we're here now. I'll go around there and then back. Oh, this is a good watching point. Look at this. Nice little selection of birds here. There's a one cormorant and some shovelers, and that's an egret. Hold on. Just saw a great egret flying over. Is it coming into land? It's thinking about it. It's not sure. No, he's going to carry on. Come and land here. No, he's still flying. One great egret. That was a surprise. Yeah, nice little selection here. It's quite quiet. It's not frenetic with activity here. Nice. Seen a good little selection of birds today. Well worth the effort. Tell you what, I feel cold though. The stopping is not good. There's a heron coming into land. There he is. I think there's a couple of heron just come into land. Interesting. Very nice. to look for. It says little egret, but that looked like a big one to me. Red shanks, haven't seen any red shanks. All ringed plovers, wrong time of year probably. No little grebes. The boards are really helpful. At a quick glance you can see some of what you're trying to see, which is really nice. So that's that hide done. Let's go. It's very good because a lot of the information you need is right on hand. Which means although I'm pulling out my phone just to double check if there's something I'm not too sure about, some of it's right on the wall there for you. Right, let's carry on. Oh, absolutely freezing today. I'm not walking enough. It's there's a lot of stop-start and it's not keeping me warm. Let's stride out a bit. Oh, it's cold. So I've come round the other side where I was watching from that hide, and I don't know if you can see in there that egret. He landed down there.
Good morning. You're looking for something?
No, I was bird watching and
That's what I mean, looking for something.
Yeah, I'm recording all the hides and stuff. Just, never been here before.
There's
So.
flying around here somewhere, there's a huge white bird.
Egret just over there.
Egret?
Watching, yeah,
I was wondering,
egret.
it didn't look like a heron.
And then he dropped down and he's just hiding the other side of the sort of...
Never seen one around here before.
No, well, I've seen at the coast more than anything.
Oh yeah.
Where the flats are.
Yeah. I could see it. It likes the water, so I knew it wasn't an owl or anything like that. You carry on through there.
Yeah, through that gate?
Yeah, well, you can walk around the side of the gate.
Right.
The gate will open.
Right,
You can walk around the side of it dead easy. I've just had to open it to let him through with a bloody stick.
It's too wide now, too wide lane.
Follow the stream right up.
Yeah.
You get to another spot,
Yeah.
which is probably about. Can you see where the brown stuff is up there?
Yeah.
Canal.
Okay, fantastic.
All right.
Well,
Well,
thank you
enjoy
so much.
yourself, and I hope
Thank
you
you.
see plenty of bird
Yeah,
life.
it's having a good day. See, you get nice chats with people. Oh, it's muddy here, blimey. See, it says golfers only, but golf course, strictly players only. But everyone seems to be going around here, and there's nobody golfing today because the weather's miserable. It's so many steps, I'm pretty sure everybody goes through here. Wow, this is proper muddy. Oh my goodness. This is slippy. Let's get to the side a bit. Yeah, this is not golfing weather, is it? Oh yeah, you can see this is for golfers. This is like a bog. This guy was having a laugh with me. There were a lot of dog prints. You're not going to see anyone golfing today. It's like practically a river along here. Wow, this is so wet. Oh my god, my boots are ruined. More hen. More hens everywhere. Oh yeah, so he says there's the bank for the... Oh my goodness. I'm beginning to regret this already. It is like a bog here. It's just people scramble up the side here, but I think I'll stick to this edge and follow it along. I didn't know there was a golf course here. had a quick look at the map, and I am definitely running alongside the canal here. I could probably get up there actually. Let's try and walk up here. Go up here. Got my hat stuck on a branch. Getting attacked by the tree life. But look, there's a little path through there. Probably made by animals more than anything, but there we are. Back on the canal. Try to trip over. There's a canal boat going past. There we are. So let's go back along the canal and we'll head back to the car. My boots are, oh my goodness. Almost come up over the top of my boots, it was so deep. Not been much of a walk, to be honest with you. Most of it has been stopping and watching wildlife. I've barely covered 2.25 miles. So maybe I will hit 3 by the time I've got back along the canal and reached the car. It's been nice. It does feel like it's going to rain later, and I know that the rain is forecast at about 5 o'clock. But it's got me out, got me doing something a bit different and making the most of the binoculars. Once again, the news is full of weather news. We're reckoning, let's say, what is it today? 29th of November I'm recording this. In a week we're supposed to get a massive snow dump between about the 5th and the 9th of December. Whether that will happen I don't know, but I'll keep an eye on my weather app. Be nice to show you a nice snow walk, but I'll have to do something from home because I don't want to be driving in that. Could take you for a walk down to the cemetery because I bet that's pretty in the snow. And if it's impressive snow, it'll be fun. good. So we are walking back along the Bridgewater Canal. And just down there is where I was walking on the golf course. Feels a bit warmer now. I'm walking again. It gets pretty chilly when you're sat in a hide on a cold wooden bench. It's good to be able to find these free places to go. I was watching one of the Walking With series on BBC4 last night, and it was Jim Moyer, who, if you are of my generation, you may remember as Vic Reeves from doing Vic Reeves' Big Night Out. And he was walking at Littlestone, where I was earlier in the year. Me and my friends went down there, and where we saw the foxes. And he walked down the beach from Littlestone, kind of all the way down towards Dungeness, and was looking at the there are these sound, what are they called? Not sound barriers. They were used to pick up the sound of aircraft coming in. I think they were built in the 30s, and they're part of the RSPB land, and you can't go up and look at them because unless you're an RSPB member you can't get in. And so I messaged my friend and said, "Yeah, had you ever been to these?" She said, "No, we couldn't get in." And she was saying, you know, it's really hard to get into places because everybody wants you to pay. Every car park is pay, every, you know, historic landmark and every walled garden is that would have been the easy route out, wouldn't it? Is paid. And for lots of people, paying to get into things and paying for parking is enough to destroy your budget for a week. I won't pay for car parks. If I can't park somewhere for free, I won't go. So I was glad when I researched here, because at one end, that main end where the all the gulls were and the kids' play park was, there's the main car park there, and that's I think £2.50 for 3 hours or something. And at the other end is the little smaller car park where I was, which is a bit potholy, but it's not bad, and that's free. And there was loads of parking. So you just have to look around, really. If you're going somewhere where there's a more residential area nearby, you may be able to park somewhere and walk back to where you want to be. And I don't mind doing that because it gets my step count in. And I did that a lot when I went to the Lake District earlier this year. I went to Keswick, and there were plenty of residential places to park, and you just walk in a bit. And the same when I went to Morecambe. You don't have to park in the expensive town centre car parks. You can park a bit further out. And I'd rather do that, because if I hadn't have parked where I parked, I wouldn't have seen all the extra beaches that I saw. Right, now we're back at the footbridge where we left the canal. So we've done a good circuit but not a lot of mileage. It's quite a small nature reserve, but it's clearly very valuable if you have birds like willow tits there, which are rare. So that's great. If you can see the bird on top of that tree right in front of us. That's that kestrel I saw earlier. This must be his hunting ground. So this is Leeds and Liverpool Canal. Here goes our kestrel. Hey swans. So elegant. See a couple of cormorants down there. But there are several. And probably the little grebes I couldn't see from where I was before. Oh, it's a huge flock of lapwing. Oh. So there's a little finger of ground that you can see exposed. You see all those birds coming in. Lapwing. Hard to see from here, but easier with the binoculars. And there are cormorants, loads of cormorants actually. Wow. Actually, this is quite a good place to watch if you have a good set of binoculars. There's a lot to see from here. And these are the birds that don't like being near people, you see. So your lapwings don't want to be around people. Your cormorants don't want to be around people. This weather is definitely on the turn. But I'm nearly back to the car now. boat needs some work, doesn't it? Needs some new windows on that. That's that chap, and all the ducks have started swimming in his direction. So, I wonder... It's like they know him. See, look, they're all chasing him. For a moment there, I wondered if that was his... Oh, it is his boat. He's just stopped at the boat. I had a feeling that was going to be his boat somehow. Who's walking all the way up the canal with a shopping trolley? And all the ducks are following him. So he must live there and he feeds the birds. They've got so used to his routine. He just had that look about him that he was a canal boat owner. There are lots of birds in amongst all those reeds, all these reed beds. That canal boat's coming back. Hello. Someone's getting their steps in, aren't they? Hello.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Afternoon. The Lorenz family, Bedford Basin, Attila number 3. Lorenz, that sounds just like it's Italian. Italian canal boat owners in the north of England. So that was Leeds and Liverpool Canal that way, and I don't know where the join is, but it turns into the Bridgewater, which is here, I guess. Now we're back to the memorial there. Maybe this is the join. I'll have to try and find out. Someone's going to need a bath when they get in, aren't they?
Yes, it's every time I dread it daily.
You either need dogs with very long legs so they don't get mucky, or no fur, or dog bags with legs in, so you can put them into their pyjama coats, and then when you take them out, they're all clean. I'm sure someone's invented it. More ducks. And there's the lift bridge in front of us. So I am going to switch off now, and I will see you back at the car in a moment. Oh, back. Weather's looking very grim. Ah, I did almost 3.5 miles. That's not too bad. It's, what's the time? 12:30. Blimey. I wasn't out very long, was I? Let's have a snack. And then we'll head off. Right, that's it. I'm done. I'm going home. Oh, cold. Get that heat going. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed all the bird stuff. Lots of bird type things, information for you to see there. Which I hope is interesting. And if I can get another walk in before the end of the year, I will. But I feel like probably there, unless we have a nice scenic snow day. We'll see what happens. I'm not feeling terribly confident. The weather's truly murky and cold right now, and I feel like I've had enough of it. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.